Greetings lovelies, hi, it's Emmy. Welcome back to another Emmy Eats. Today I'll be eating Mexico. If you missed the first installment of Mexico, I'll direct you down to the description box where I'll put the link to the first time I ate Mexico. I received this little package a few months ago from a little family of Mary, Fair, and JC. Thanks you guys so much for sending me this package. They actually live in the US, but they went to Mexico for a holiday, and on their holiday very thoughtfully picked up a few things for me. Thanks guys so much for thinking of me and for sharing more Mexican treats with me. They very sweetly sent me a note along with the description of the candies. And they packaged it in this little bag for me. How cute. So it's just a Ziploc bag, but then they decorated like a piñata and the Mexican flag. Isn't that great? So most of the candies that they included are found oftentimes in piñatas. For those of you that don't know what a piñata is, a beautiful hollowed paper mache, usually kind of animal or some kind of themed motif. And then inside is filled with candies and it's strung up on a string, and kids are blindfolded and they get to swing at it and break it. And once it breaks, there's candy everywhere. And piñatas are often used during birthdays or King's Day or posada. Posadas are small gatherings on Christmas Eve. That's so great! So it's a great celebration of bashing things and then eating sweets. What could be better? Mary, Fur, and JC, I should mention that one of the packages of the savory sweets exploded in transit, so I won't be eating that one because I don't think it's a fair tasting. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Freskas, and they have an interesting center, and you're supposed to guess what the color is before you eat it. They smell like malt balls, except yellow, green, and pink. Yellow. Here we go. Pink! And they're just like malt balls in terms of texture and a chocolate coating. Flavor is completely different. This is a strawberry flavor, but same kind of melt-away texture as a malt ball. All right, let's try one more. Green. Boop. Yellow. And that tastes like banana. Artificial kind of runt banana flavor, but same kind of melt-away, airy foam texture as a malt ball. Again, very sweet. But yeah, that's fun. Freskas. Skwinkles Rellenos is a pineapple and tamarind candy strips. That sounds amazing. Wow, look at that. Ooh, it smells very tart. And that's what it looks like. They're kind of soft in texture, and they're coated with this kind of speckles. Maybe that's the tamarind inside. Itadakimasu. Mmm. That's great, but it's really sour, has a fruity pineapple-y flavor, and something else, kind of like a raisin-y flavor. It tastes a little bit more natural. On the outside, there's a little bit of this powder, and I think granulated sugar. So as you chew it, there's a little bit of a crunch, and the texture is very, very similar to a sour rope or something, or a gummy. So cool. And there's a subtle pineapple flavor that tastes a little bit like Pineapple Crush, mixed with raisins. I really like that. That's great. Paleta Payaso, and it's a clown pop. I love it. It's actually really, really simple. All it is a marshmallow lollipop coated in chocolate. The chocolate doesn't have a ton of flavor. Mostly you taste the marshmallow, which tastes a lot of vanilla and has a really fluffy, kind of little bit chewy texture. Very fun and cute snack, but just a chocolate-covered marshmallow. Pretty simple. And pulparindo is a hot tamarind pulp candy, and it's a little spicy. Yes! Here's a little picture of the tamarind. So it grows in tropical areas, warm places, and it's a pod, seeds and some pulp, and it's quite tart. It looks kind of like a fruit leather. Mmm! Yum! And then it has a little bit of a grainy texture to it. Maybe it's the sugar or the salt in there. And then it tastes like a raisiny fruit leather at first, and then it gets tart, and at the very end there's a little bit of heat. Terrific. Ricaleta mini. She said it's sweet honey on the outside, but inside is spicy. Very simple kind of candy, stuck onto a stick. Very speckled and pretty. Doesn't smell like much. All right, let's give it a taste. On the outside's good. Tastes a little bit peachy. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and bite it because I can't wait. Wow, that's great. So once you get past the shell, it's very sour and a little bit spicy. Love that. Like the pulparino, a significant amount of heat. Love that. So good. I love the kind of vacillation between sweet, spicy, sweet, spicy, sweet, spicy. Yum! But what's really nice is there's a really nice balance between the sweet, sour, and spicy. So much fun, very playful. And it tastes like artificial peach, a little bit like Kool-Aid. Really, really delightful. Love it. It's called bald candy. Pelon. Yeah. You take that cap off, and then you have this, and then you extrude it out. Let me do it on the table. You squeeze it, and it extrudes out like hair. Whoa! Again, I think it's tamarind based. It has that kind of raisiny flavor again, that's sour. The texture of it when it comes out is kind of like a paste, a little bit sticky. It's got a slight chew to it, and again, some spice. Really fun. I think this is mostly just about playing with your food. Chutazo. It looks like a little soccer ball. In Spanish, it would be fútbol. Very cute. It even has the little hexagons and pentagons that make a soccer ball. And let's see what's inside. Here we go. Oh! Wow. So the outside is milk chocolate. Nothing surprising there. But inside is a bit like a Cadbury cream egg. It has this oozy-goozy kind of caramelly-like filling. It tastes slightly liquored, a little bit rummed maybe. Actually not as sweet as a Cadbury egg, which is just too sweet for me. It's actually quite nice. I like it. Rellerindos. Rellerindos are tamarind candy. It's a hard candy with a soft center. Oh boy. Not particularly attractive looking. It looks a bit like a sausage. It's got a bit of a root beer kind of cherry cola hue to it. Nice. It's surprising to have something be sour in flavor and not have it be citrus flavor. It's very interesting kind of juxtaposition for my American palate, but it's great. There we go. Really fun. It's significantly sour, the outside. It has that tamarind tanginess, and then inside is chewy and sweet. So it kind of balances out that sourness. It's excellent. Really great tamarind flavor. And again, just a little bit of heat. Just a tiny bit. Ice cream plus. Oh, look at that. Pretty stinking adorable. Little pink cone, which immediately smells like artificial strawberry. A little bit of marshmallow, and then it's covered with granulated sugar. The flavor tastes a little bit kind of like melon. There's some gummy in there. It's kind of got a chewy texture and soft marshmallow exterior. And then you've got kind of the cake cone on the outside for a nice crunch. It's okay. It's not my favorite because marshmallow is just not my favorite. But yeah, very, very cute. I'm sure lots of little kids would love that. Takis Fuego. Takis Fuego. Little hard tortillas rolled up and dusted with very spicy powder. Oh my gosh, look at the color of these. Bright, bright red, like almost beet red. Curled up little chip. All right, let's give that a taste. Those are great. They remind me of the Flaming Hot Cheetos. Have you had those? The bright red ones? It tastes like the Flaming Hot Cheetos meets a corn nut. It has a really strong corn flavor. Great crunch. And again, a significant amount of sourness. Those are awesome. I love those. Pecositas made by Ricaleta. They said there's no real meaning. They're just strawberry flavor beads. They're really fun. Oh yeah. And immediately I smell strawberry. Oh my god. And can you see that? They're brightly colored, tiny red beads. Here we go. Wow. And they are very sweet and strawberry with a slight bit of tanginess. They remind me of kind of like Nerds. Have you ever had Nerds by Willy Wonka? Slightly different texture, a little bit smaller, but you get the kind of similar pebbly kind of texture in your mouth. This is a little more granulated and even, but really fun to toss in your mouth and kind of just crunch in between your teeth. And again, unabashedly fake strawberry flavor and a little bit of sweetness and tartness, similar to Nerds. So that was my little taste of Mexico. Thank you so much, Mary, JC, and Ver, for including me on your trip to Mexico and bringing me back so many delightful treats. This was a really different tasting than my first Mexico video, so it was really great. I got to see more of the spicy and the sour candies, which were delightful. Love them. So thanks you guys so much for sharing, and I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you in my next video. Toodaloo, take care. Bye.